We are here at the 𝗪𝗶𝗵 kickoff meeting in Amsterdam. And here with me is Julius Obergassel, who's working at the UKE in Hamburg. And Julius, good to have you here. Maybe take the opportunity and introduce yourself real quick.
My name is Julius. I'm the designated leader of WP2 within the 𝗪𝗶𝗵 consortium, in which we are like the central part, collecting all the data from the different partners and overseeing the type of data we are getting, and then trying to create regulatory grade data sets and can be used for various analysis in the project.
So you've already started trying to get all the bits and pieces together from all the stakeholders that are providing their data. So from now, when you had the first glimpse at the whole project, what do you think is the major hurdle that needs to be overcome regarding to your work package? What do you think are the two utmost important things that you need to work on in the next couple of months and years?
At the very first, understanding this heterogeneity and then trying to cluster the data sets that are coming in to also make them usable and getting actionable insights out of these data sets. I think this is something we have to understand in the very upfront. And then, of course, we will have a lot of work harmonizing the data. But I think in the very beginning, it's really important to understand what kind of studies do we have, can we use them, where can we pull which insights out of these data sets.
You're also clinically working, so you're not just a data scientist, but also a clinical electrophysiologist working in on the emergency department, on the intensive care unit, and in the EP lab. This is like a very interesting and exciting overlap, I guess. So from the data you are gathering, when you envision what you're going to get out of the data for the patient care, what do you think will be the most interesting part or the most fruitful part for patient care that we will get out of this data set?
I think cardiology and especially electrophysiology is for people who like data, and there's, I think, a lot more to understand about our patients, to better phenotype them, to really see different etiologies of AF, but also different phenotypes and representations of AF in different people. Because I think we are upfront a time where a lot of people require rhythm control therapy, also by ablation, and being able to prioritize patients, being able to see which patients actually profit most from which treatment, also what to treat first with our colleagues from treating structural heart disease, valvular heart disease, also heart failure doctors. I think this is something we really have to consider, and for that we have to define endophenotypes in atrial fibrillation. I think this is something which fascinates me to do, and I think the data which is coming in will enable at least parts of this, and I'm looking very much forward to also not only to integrating the data, but also to looking into the data, actually learn about our patients.
So you already kicked off the next, and after that, the 𝗪𝗶𝗵𝗃 or STEP consortium, in terms of integrating other cardiovascular diseases as well, which is obviously a very important point, not like the entire focus of what we are looking at right now, but this is going to be like the next steps, I guess. Beyond what we just discussed, Julius, is there anything else on your mind that you find fascinating on this program, on this consortium, that you would like to mention?
I think we are a quite unique group of industry partners and also academic centers, hospitals. So we are right at the interface of patient care, and I think this is a chance to. So we're in the age also of medicine where care delivery becomes more and more digital, and patients are starting to wear wearables, have smartwatches, have smart devices at home. And I am very curious on how we can bring this better together and possibly be able to generate care pathways where we really use data from patients and maybe even standardized protocols or formats, how to exchange data between different devices. I think that is something like maybe the DICOM for electrophysiology. I think that is something which would be cool, and I think the right people and players are in this consortium to achieve this. Is definitely a side goal, I guess.
Very good. It's easy to see you're a real enthusiast for the data and for trying to harmonize everything and to try to get better anchor points for a better and more rational patient care as we have it today.
I think that's what we have to do.
Thank you, Julius, for the interview. Thanks for sharing your thoughts. That's great. Thank you.